Hey guys, let's check out this Vertex Travel Plus 20 by 11.5 board with a Gigrig G3 Atom. Let's dive in. Really straightforward, simple board actually. We have a custom junction box underneath that has all of our ins and outs. And we have a conduit that everything is going into. It just allows for a lot cleaner connection. The junction, both expression / volume pedals. This is volume, this is expression. The G3 Atom and the Crooks by Chalks and the DC7 by Chalks, they are all bolted down. This board is going to Andy Timmons, so we wanted to make it as travel proof as possible. It's going into a Seahorses 920 case with the camera insert foam to keep everything super protected. Signal chain as follows: comes into the patch bay box, into the input. So we have the input straight into the Gigrig. And then from there, we have loop 1, which is going to be the volume. Loop 2 is going to be the EQ, which we have it set as EQ, and we have it set for MIDI. So like if we change this to there, and we go back to this preset, it'll change to 1. That obviously is not his preset. That's just my test preset, so I can show how to do that, which we'll do in a few minutes. But really simple. Then 3, we're going into the AT, the JHS. Then loop 4, we are going into the Mark 3 driver, this first one. Then 5 is the next Mark driver. And then 6 is the compression. And then we are going output 1 and 2 back into the junction box to amp 1 and 2. So we can hit the front amps of both amps. And then amp 1's send is going to return back into the board. And he can go up and hits the Hydra, stereo to the halo, stereo out, back to the patch panel to go left and right out. To hit the return of amp 1 and hit either the return of amp 2 or the front, depending if he has an effects loop. Really simple. There's a diagram, I'm showing it right now, showing exactly how it's all wired. Really simple. And we have expression going to the halo, so we can easily just, so you hear right here. Good old Andy Timmons signature delay pedal. Volume, as I said, is in the front, but he can change it. Tuner, we are using the tuner on the board. As you see, there is not a tuner. So I actually have a tuner sticker for this reason. And the reason is this is actually being used as kind of a multi-effect, and maybe there is a different way of doing this. I'm sure Dan will, can tell us if maybe there's something we can do differently. But on Andy's old board, he could hit any switch and it would go to like a bypass tuner, which you would hit this switch. But the problem with that is that we're also using this as an aux demo jack. So we have a pigtail TRS to TS, dual TS, so he can actually do a pedal on the side if he wanted to demo something, and that's an aux jack. So we did this for the tuner, so it'll mute his signal, and then he can easily tune really quick. But I can show really quick what he needs, and he can go back to his normal presets. Let's play through it. All right, so a really simple way to program the MIDI with the Gigrig. Obviously, you can use the editor, connect to the app. You can use the app, but if you're not wanting to do the web editor app, you can also just do it here. So if I hit 1, we already have it programmed to do MIDI. So we'll scroll down the MIDI side, we'll go MIDI out. You can see we have it on. We have the channels 1, which I have labeled on the sticker here. It says MIDI channel 1, loop 2. So we want to make sure it's on MIDI channel 1. We want the PC asterisk, this little, it's like the asterisk, and then the command. It's all offset by 1. So like preset 1 is actually 0, 0. So then preset 2 would be 0, 1. Unless there's a way to change it, I could be wrong. That would be a Daniel question, but that's the easiest way to do it. So if we were going to go back, say we're going to go to, I don't know, preset 2, hit the 2 dots again, down the MIDI, scroll over, MIDI out. We're going to turn it on. We're going to make sure we're MIDI channel 1. I'm going to scroll to that PC, the asterisk, and then we're going to just actually do 0, 1. So now when we go from this preset to this preset, it'll go from 1 to 2. And that's it. All right, thanks so much for watching. If you like this content, please give us a like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, visit us at omillionaudio.com, or shoot us an email at setups@omillionaudio.com. Thanks, guys. See ya.